So if you told me as a big He-Man Masters of the Universe fan that we would be getting a brand new arcade-style, retro-inspired hack-and-slash beat-em-up game in 2025, I'd have told you you were dreaming. But it looks like sometimes dreams do come true because that's exactly what was announced. And I'm going to tell you everything I know about it and my thoughts right after this. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Michael B, and I am so excited to talk about today's awesome announcement that we are getting a brand new He-Man and the Masters of the Universe game in 2025, and not just that, it's a retro-inspired, arcade-style hack-and-slash beat-em-up. This is coming from Bitmap Bureau, and it looks like it's going to be absolutely awesome. But before we get into that, I want to say thank you so much, everybody, for checking out the video. Guys, I always appreciate the support. If this is your first time to the channel, you like what you see, go ahead, subscribe, click the bell for notification, all that YouTube jazz. So guys, today was the opening of Gamescom, and while we usually hope that anytime there's one of these big events, there'll be a bunch of awesome announcements, there really wasn't. Jeff Keighley really wasn't bringing the fire today. I watched this presentation, live streamed by my buddy Chaotic BPR, and no fault of his, it was a bit of a snooze fest. That is, of course, outside of the amazing announcement that completely caught me off guard of a brand new He-Man and the Masters of the Universe game, Dragon Pearl of Destruction. This one's going to be retro-inspired graphics, arcade-style, beat-em-up, hack-and-slash type combat, based on the original cartoon Masters of the Universe series, the toy series. All the sprite work looks absolutely incredible. This game looks like it's going to be a MOTU fan's dream. Now, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know I'm a huge Masters of the Universe fan. This was actually one of the first cartoons and toy lines I fell in love with growing up. There a couple of years ago when they re-released the classic Masters of the Universe toys, we went kind of all in at my household. We picked up everything we could find, and me and my daughter actually did a review and an unboxing of some of the toys. We thought they were great, and we were very excited to have this piece of history and nostalgia back in our homes. So, of course, being the He-Man and Masters of the Universe MOTU fan that I am, I'm already in. You didn't have to do anything else. All you had to do was stick the logo on it that it's Masters of the Universe, and I was already in. What doubles down on this being awesome is it's the classic Masters of the Universe. None of this new stuff, the Revelations or the Masterverse, any of that redesigned shit. This is the original 1980s Masters of the Universe based on the cartoon and toy line, which is, in my opinion, the best version of He-Man. Now, of course, what makes this even more exciting for me is the style of gameplay, with it being arcade style. Beat 'em up, really hack and slash is the genre I call it. This harkens back to one of my favorite game genres in the arcades, and that is the quarter munchers, the beat 'em ups, and especially the hack and slash ones. I think back to one of my favorite arcade one-up cabinets that I no longer have, unfortunately, but I absolutely love Golden Axe, The Revenge of Death Adder. That style of gameplay absolutely speaks to my soul. This is a game I could play every day and never get tired of it. Of course, I would be remiss if I didn't bring up the great Capcom hack and slash arcade games as well. Here's me playing Knights of the Round on the arcade one-up Big Blue cabinet. I also love King of Dragons, which is on the new Street Fighter II Deluxe. And of course, Capcom also helmed the great Dungeons & Dragons arcade games like, Chronicles of Mysteria, the collection is you can buy on PC. So, so many great hack and slash games for them to take inspiration from. So we know it's got a great gameplay style, arcade-based, hack and slash, retro-inspired. That's something that's a given. We also know that it's based on what I think is the best iteration of Masters of the Universe, which is the classic 80s cartoon and toy line. But the question is the game going to be any good? It's coming to us from a company called Bitmap Bureau, which you may be familiar with if you're already a retro gaming or home arcade enthusiast. Now, if Bitmap Bureau does sound familiar to you, that's because they have been in the news, especially from retro gamers and home arcade enthusiasts in the last little while, because they're helming the brand new Terminator 2D No Fate game that we're all so very excited about, which is delayed a little bit right now, but looks absolutely incredible. So they're already well known for that, but this isn't their first foray into this line of games. A lot of us with the Evercade line would have played one of their great games, which of course is Xenocrisis, which you may or may not know. You also would know the way that they do their games is so that it basically can be retrofit to go back and play on older consoles as well, which is something we were really excited about, the prospect of seeing Terminator 2D No Fate on other consoles, especially retro consoles. Now, all this seems too good to be true. Well, if you are a hardcore MOTU Masters of the Universe collector, I do in fact have a little bit of bad news, and that's who Bitmap Bureau is teaming up with to actually release this game, at least the physical copy, and that is Limited Run Games, which if you do collect video games, you would know they make some really good products. However, they aren't so good at the entire pre-order process or actually delivering the game anywhere near to when you should get it. So if you are a MOTU fan and you want a physical copy, get ready to wait a very long time before you actually get to physically play this, or of course, get ready to double dip and buy the digital version so you can play it when the rest of the world does. So while we didn't get a ton of information on this new game today, what we did get was an absolute nostalgia trip, touching on the classic Master of the Universe series, bringing up the toys. It just made me absolutely fall in love with this product before I've really seen a lot to go on. But I think what Bitmap Bureau are doing is awesome. This looks incredible, and I cannot wait to play it. So anyways, guys, let me know down in the comments below, what did you think of today's announcement? Can you believe we're getting a brand new Masters of the Universe game in 2025? Can you believe not only that, we're getting an arcade beat-em-up hack and slash Masters of the Universe game based on the original cartoon series and toy line? I'm in MOTU heaven. I cannot wait to actually get my hands on this game, play it for the first time, raise my hand to the sky, and say, I have the power. That's a feeling, other than playing with toys, I've never really had with He-Man before. I've never got to control him in a video game, well, an officially licensed video game anyways. So I'm super excited about this. Let me know your thoughts. Are you excited about picking this up? The fact that it's an arcade-style beat-em-up hack and slash, does that excite you? Are you looking to possibly play this on one of your arcades, like the AtGames Legends Ultimate through Steam? Or maybe you're going to set up a Megacade like me and use your X-Arcade to play it? Let me know down in the comments below. Anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching. This is Michael B. the Game Genie. I'll talk to you next time.